Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you my September TBR, and things are going to be a little bit different this month. Well, two things. I have a new TBR jar that I love, and it's going to be all ebooks all month this month because in a week and a half, I am going to Europe for 2 weeks. So I am filming this a little bit early so I'll know what my ebooks are going to be. But yeah, I'm going to be traveling around. I'm not going to bring a huge stack of books. I'm a light traveler, so the Kindle will be my constant companion. Also my husband. Traveling and seeing family, and yeah. So I'm going to be in Northern Ireland for a week, working remotely. So I will be doing some streams from there. And also we'll be in Barcelona for our 15th wedding anniversary. So I want to have a compact reading TBR this month. Okay, so the new TBR jar. Oh my God. It's so cute. It's a book planter, but I think it's perfect for a TBR jar. So I've upgraded the TBR jar. Yeah, I'll leave the link below if you're interested. And they have like several different like versions of this. I went with the Jane Austen one with Sense and Sensibility, Persuasion, and Pride and Prejudice, which are my 3 favorite Jane Austen books. Not quite in this order, but still. And it's like beautifully painted with like florals, and I love it. And it just sits up on my shelf. It's so pretty. And yeah, so we are going to be pulling from this one from now on, at least in this location. I don't know if I should get another one for the apartment or just use my one I still have, whatever. Do we need another one of these? Maybe we do. Anyway, okay. So as usual, we are going to be pulling 5 prompts, and I'm going to be just picking based on ebooks. All right, so again, they're all different colors. They don't mean nothing, but now they're a little bit less obvious because they're not in a clear container, but okay. First prompt. I've missed the prompt jar because last month I did my Pink Pony Book Club bingo board, and I just missed my prompt jar. Okay, know nothing about the plot. All right. I feel like that's a lot lately. My TBR just gets full of stuff. All right, we're going to screen record so you can follow along on my Goodreads. Want to read list. Okay. Ooh, already know. Let's see. All right, so which one? I have 2 arcs that I need to read actually. And okay, so it's this one. All right, so I'm going to pick, which is actually the newest add to my TBR. I'm going to pick Spellcaster by Jaymin Eve. Yeah, so this is an arc that I have. It comes out at the end of September. It comes out on September 23rd is the expected pub date. And I obviously, when I requested it, I read the plot. I read the synopsis when I requested the arc, and I got accepted for the arc on NetGalley, but no recollection. So I actually wanted to make sure I read this arc this month anyway, because I wanted to read it and get it out there before pub date. So yeah, we'll do Spellcaster by Jaymin Eve will be our first ebook for September. Okay. A reread! Yes! I'm so happy. Okay, do I have a, okay, yep, got it. I was like, a lot of the rereads, I just put a video out of rereads that I wanted to do by the end of the year. But most of them I have hard copies of, physical copies of, so I won't be doing those, but there is one that I actually remember the least about that I am going to do. And I will, instead of scrolling through, I'm just going to put, it's Words in Deep Blue. Let's look it up this way. Okay, so it's Words in Deep Blue by Cath Crowley. And I read this in 2018, gave it 5 stars. I actually talk about it a bit in the video I will link above and below, which is books that I really want to reread. Oh my gosh, this TBR already is the best. Okay. It's a bookstore kind of childhood crush and then second chance romance kind of. She's a crush on him. Nothing happens. I don't think. But so yeah, Rachel has a crush on Henry Jones. The day before she moves away, she tucks a love letter into his favorite book in his family's bookshop. She waited, but he never came. And then years later, they both are dealing with stuff. I think he's running the bookstore, and they're struggling. They might lose the family bookstore, so he's got under stress about that. He just got dumped, and she's had a family trauma, so she's working there to kind of like distract from that. I don't know if don't remember if financial stability plays into it at all, but they're working together. So we'll see. I give it 5 stars, and I'm so excited I get to reread this month. Woohoo! Okay, next one. I'm so excited. Okay, ooh, this is a long one. I'm kind of scared. Boom. Wow, okay. Don't remember what it's about. Okay, that's kind of just like the last one I pulled. Know nothing about the plot, so I'm going to be getting some surprises. Okay, let's try this again. Let's go to my to read. All right, let's see. Let's scroll. Let's do some scrolling here. And I'll have to double check that. I know these ones, the ARCs, the ebooks, I know that they're available at my library, or I already own them. Let's see. So a lot of these, of course, I don't remember. So obviously I knew what they were about when I added them, but don't remember now. There's definitely a couple options here. Sorry, somebody's walking by and I'm watching. Definitely a couple options. These lower ones here, I definitely remember. Okay, so there's some around here that I don't remember. Let's go with Bring Down the Stars. Bring Down the Stars, the first of the Beautiful Hearts series. Another series. Save me from all these series. So let's see. It says, I fell for Connor Drake. I didn't want to. I fought against it, but I fell in love with him anyway, with his words, his poetry. He writes what he feels. I'm in love with Connor, so why do I feel pulled to his best friend, Weston? Okay, so love triangle. Yes, right up my alley. I can see why so there's they're in the military, and I think one gets hurt, and they're writing. I think it's kind of like a Cyrano de Bergerac kind of retelling. Yes, it is actually inspired by the classic tale of Cyrano de Bergerac, if you guys read that in high school. So yeah, it's a Cyrano de Bergerac retelling. So I think when they're both deployed, probably she thinks one is writing to her, but it's really the other one. So she's kind of falling in love with the wrong person, I'm guessing. Yeah, so we will read Bring Down the Stars. Okay, I'm liking our options so far. Okay, this one's like a medium. Oh, I don't know, let's see. Continue series. Oh, I already know. Because I'm gonna be in Ireland, I am gonna continue the Boys of Tommen series, I think. What is the next one? I'm Saving 6. Boys. I have not even really had to think about these honestly that much, which is great. Okay, yeah, Saving 6. We're gonna do Saving 6, the number 3 for Boys of Tommen series, and this is Joey Lynch's story, and it's really a prequel to Keeping and Binding 13, where he's dealing with addiction issues, and a girl really starts liking him and kind of doesn't let him, gives him a reason to clean up and keeps him on track basically, even though he pushes her away a lot. And we've seen her in the present day series in the first 2 books, and she's a very good girlfriend. Whether she should just run for the hills, I don't know. I've yet to be decided on my end. So we will do the 3rd book in the Boys of Tommen, Saving 6. Perfect for Ireland. Guys, this TBR is stellar. Stellar. Okay, this one is like spider monkeyed on my finger. It really wants to be picked, so I'll go with this one. Book about books. Ooh, that really kind of worked with, it's not about books, but Words in Deep Blue has a bookstore. This is probably going to be my hardest prompt. It's the last one too. Last one. So, book about books. Let's see. Want to read. Let's see here. Book about books. Book about books. I might have to re-pull because okay, Echo of Old Books. I guess this. Here we go. Echo of Old Books by Barbara Davis. A novel written about the magical lure of books. Summoning the courage to rewrite our stories. So a rare book dealer, Ashlyn Greer's affinity for books extends beyond the intoxicating scent of paper, ink, and leather. She can feel the echoes of the book's previous owners, an emotional fingerprint only she can read. When Ashlyn discovers a pair of beautifully bound volumes that appears to have been never have been published, her gift quickly becomes an obsession. Not only is each inscribed with a startling incrimination, but the authors, Hemi and Bell, tell conflicting sides of a tragic romance. So I guess she's going to learn the truth behind the Doom's Lover's Tale. Let's do it. Okay, so the last book on my TBR is Echo of Old Books by Barbara Davis. All right, let's recap, shall we? So the prompt book about books is going to be The Echo of Old Books. Continue series is going to be Saving Six. I know 2 of these prompts are basically the same, so if I get the book mixed up for the prompt, pardon me. So Know Nothing About the Plot is Spellcaster. Don't remember what it's about is Bring Down the Stars. And the reread is Words in Deep Blue. Okay, that is my September TBR. All ebooks all month because I will be traveling through Ireland and Spain, so I need to pack light. So these books are coming with me, but they're coming in ebook form. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Also, be sure to drop into our productivity and reading sprints that we have about twice a week. In the description box below, you can find my Instagram, Goodreads, wish list, all the things down below. Let's see. If you made it to the end of this video, give me some plane emojis or some travel emojis. A plane, a suitcase, some kind of travel emojis, because this is my travel TBR. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.